Hello, welcome to Roadrunner Predictions. Today I'm just going to touch an NBA game and a college basketball game. I'm going to go ahead and go with a Milwaukee Magic over. It's at 221. I take it up to 223. Consensus is still kind of on the under, but not by much. There's only by a two-player difference. Most people are kind of more split on that, but a lot of people like the Bucks early in the game, and I can definitely see why. Um, their last previous matchup did not equal to be even close to the over, and they've both been playing, um, have been producing the numbers that you kind of want to see. Orlando Magic just got beat bad, and I just like going against these trends when there's the possible upswing, kind of like in the investment world when you're buying the dip for the breakout to head north. So we're going to go with the Milwaukee Magic over at 221. Then I'm going to go take Iowa Hawkeyes facing Nebraska. And I think there's more of a local edge here. Iowa actually lost to this Nebraska team, but it was earlier in the season, and Nebraska played not really even amazing on that game, but they played well enough. And Iowa, I think, only shot 12% from threes, and I expect this time to be a little bit different from their average of 34%. So if you really think about it, 34 to 12, if you cut that in half even, let's say they still play awful, and you give them, let's say, a 20% shoot threes, and they average at 8 a game, there's almost your points right there, and I expect it to be a little bit different because it's going to be in at home for Iowa, and they're coming off of a loss, so I think they're a little more amped. But Nebraska's has had a little more time to prepare for this game, but I don't think it's going to be enough. That team is just horrendous, but you know what? They're playing with heart, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Iowa is seeking revenge, and the consensus, most people are. I was actually surprised on Nebraska. I think they're starting to think that maybe there's a turnaround, but trust me, from what I saw this last highlights of this last game and to last year prior, Iowa was having fun, and I think they expect to do the same this game. So there you have it. I have the Milwaukee Magic over at 221 and Iowa at 14.5, which you might be able to even edge it to 14. And yesterday pick I actually did phenomenal. It was a reverse trap for that Maryland Illinois game. It just seemed too fishy how everyone was on it. All the sports channels I watch and listen to, they were on the pick. I could not even take Maryland, and I always tell myself the harder the bet is to take, the better it is. But I went on the over. Both teams annihilated the first half. They looked so good, and then they both played so tight. Maryland's defense, that last half of the game was incredible. And now I actually see what the hype is about with them. And I really do think they are a top tier team. To where before I kind of was like, I'm not really convinced. Then Illinois did a lot to show me that they can compete, but it wasn't enough in the end. Even though they broke the over at like 213, it was still a comfortable win, and I'll take that any day of the week. Thank you for checking with the Roadrunner. Until next time, I'll be brushing up on some XFL after tonight's games. I can't wait. I'm not even going to fully be able to watch the game. I'll check out the highlights afterwards. The second game, I will be able to watch a little bit. Thank you for joining the Roadrunner. Check me out later.